No, they don't have them.
I get pretty overwhelmed. We're very unlucky with them. It's been a disaster. Very early on a Sunday. I don't know if we said this, but I am meant to be able to have a lie-in on the weekends, and Dean looks after them day off because Dean trains during the week. So from Monday to Friday, I'm the one that is up with until early. Anyway, so I decided, look, let's get these hours in. So I'm gonna be starting to tile the shower of the wall. I'm aiming to kind of get at least to half. Maybe 2 walls if I feel very inspired. 4 walls because there's a lot of cuts. So I've got my tile, and now what I need to do is basically start to get a laser to see where I have to put a wooden button to start from there up. And the reason why you do that is so the tiles don't slide. Well, that's what I've researched on YouTube. So you put that button, you start from up, and then at the end you just put the lower one. I'll put the spacer at the bottom of what I will need, and then I'm going to put another spacer here. I will mark a line over this section to put basically the wooden buttons to go underneath, and then I will be able to start laying tiles from this point up.
We're sealing all the tiles ready for the installation in the shower. So this is the architrave detail that we want to put as a top rail all the way around.
Show it.
So it's this beautiful thing. So
And with the light, it doesn't look very good.
So normal marble's pretty cheap. These are the expensive bits.
Yeah.
But it's well worth the investment because it generates it. So it's going to go around here like this. It's going to be about that sort of height. And then obviously we painted all of up, so that's fine.
I've got my base that is completely level. I'm gonna now set my laser just to start measuring the pattern that I need to do and taking measurements to start cutting marble. And now it's just like all systems go, cutting marble and installing it. But my plan always is like cut 3 lines, 3 rows, so that I can just basically get it done, go next, and just kind of move on. Because otherwise I'll get really overwhelmed. So this is my wet cut tiler. No, wet, but anyway, it's to cut tiles and it's a wet system. So what it does is that you put water in here, like a water reservoir, and then water is coming out while you're cutting. You can tell I've had it for years and years and years. It was a good investment at the time. I think it was £200. I could have rented out, but I worked out with the amount of bathrooms that we had to do. It was better for me to learn how to use it, have one, and yeah, it still works. I have got a new blade, so that's what, as long as I've got water, a new blade and something that moves, I should be good. All right, guys, I've got my glue. I have set up the perimeter. I've got my first 3 rows, I think. My aim, and I have got an hour and a half, is to try to do this wall all the way up to here. And I've also cut the ones right up behind here, so we'll see. I want to use all of this glue first. So I'm just gonna get it going and I'm gonna film it. So let's see how we get on. So finish for today. I'm gonna tidy up, but look, it's looking really good. And I'm actually do that side as well. And just in case you haven't seen, this little detail as well all around there. So yeah, I'm just quickly tidying up because I'll give Dante his bath time, so I'm gonna quickly have a shower, and in 20 minutes is his bedtime. So yeah. In other times before kids, I would have carried on working until very night. So actually, it's helping me to stop and enjoy a bit of time. So I'm done. Just want to show how what a good job I'm doing with my cutting tiles around. You know, the holes and stuff. They was very impressed. So I was. So anyway, next update will be hopefully done. So a little update, I on baby duties today, but I did that section yesterday, the last section, which is looking really nice. So the other thing I'm doing today, I'm just removing these sections, and that's it. I'm gonna leave it for a couple of days until I have got the chance to grout it. So it's kind of like, I knew it was gonna be like a slow process, but it is what it is, you know, now being parents. But look at that. Look at that. How good is that looking? With the detail. Obsessed. Looks so good. I know I said I was not going to do it, but what we do is looping. Just going to go ahead. What are you doing? Are you still laughing? ¿Qué estás haciendo? Oh. Come on, Tito. Yeah.
So I've got the shower valve in and the head's already in at the top. So yeah, now we just got to get the door in and silicone the corners up. It looks so good.
Thank you.
So good. So we're installing the shower door today. Look how close it was to not fitting. We've got to fit these into the quartz, which I'm hoping quartz drills the same as marble. And then yeah, I think we should be able to just slide it in. What we need to do though, Board, is to cut it like quite set back. So it'll be better because the water runoff will be better, you know?
Yeah.
So we just need like maybe a particular batten or something so we know it's perfectly the same distance away on either side. And then just drill it in. We've actually only got 3 holes to drill, shockingly. We bought this little starter piece from Amazon and it cuts through stone and marble and whatnot. It's actually really good. We're going to show you.
It has to be on dry. You can't do the wet. The one's full wet. So first, I'm gonna go with the little corner and just mark right in the middle.
It just stops the next drill bit slipping everywhere.
Okay. Am I straight?
Yeah. So it turns out that drill bit can do all of it. We didn't even need the second one. So good, look at that.
Yeah, so
Through quartz and everything.
What did you say?
No, I said like because he does not stop talking about the yew every time we're in the garden. The use that. So I just can't be bothered to listen to him anymore. So I just said, you get rid of it if he won't. But I'm not dealing with it.
I understand that they cost us money, but the pain to my eyes, there's value there.
But I'm not doing.
I suggested that we put them into pots to see if they will just survive in a more sheltered location for a while, and then we get the root systems back up again. But then I just really can't be arsed. I'd just rather just start again.
I said that.
We already accepted that we lost these. These were just like the bonus ones that we managed to keep alive. But we're just prolonging their torture, really.
I'm not dealing with it. Like, if you want, whatever you want to do, you do it. I give up. But you're going to be paying for all of the next yew, even if they're smaller.
What's my money's your money, babe.
Okay.
I think I'm going to get rid of them. They're just so random, and we're never going to be buying established ones this big again to fill it out. They're going to be smaller. So yeah. So check this out. The hedges are gone. And it just looks so much tidier. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to till all that area, so turn all the soil so it looks all fresh and gets rid of all the weeds. It looks really weird not having it again, having it open.
I'm in our house, and behind me is woods. Already the start of the working garden. Now you can see a trench that is already been dug up, and the idea is that because here we didn't have brick walls, we are going to be planting yew hedging, because we can then, in some years, nicely cut it and make it look like a wall. So today is a very, very cold winter day. I'm really wrapped up. I have got soil over here. I've got compost, a mushroom compost over there, and I have got all of the bare root yews that we need to plant. It's been snowing and it's been extremely cold, so I need to kind of get it down because the plants need to go down. Now, I don't know if you will perceive, there is a dip on the land, so I want to make sure that all of the yews are level, and I'm going to be planting them on a raised sort of like mound, so to make sure there's really good drainage, and the young yews don't sit in a puddle. So anyway, a lot of work to do. I'm going to start with my wheelbarrow and soil. I'm going to be putting it in here and then start doing a lot of journey to start filling up the bottom, trying to line it all up before I start with the yews. Okay, so I've got half a back done, and you can see the trench that I am doing. So as I said, I need to do it in a mound. Very windy. This is my compost that I will be putting on top, and this is the yews. Now, so this is there, but I left it inside there. Although you have to plant them immediately, I thought because it's like wrapped in plastic, and I just couldn't like the soil was frozen. So I'm going to cut it all open. I'm going to put it on water for about 10 minutes with micro fungi. Basically, it helps them, I think, the roots to establish. But we've learned with yews that this root growth, whatever, professional. We've learned with yews that if you get them from little, and again, you plant them in as I said, in a raise, because they like to have like drained soil. Once they establish the faster, and then they grow really good. So as you know, we did like a mistake of buying very expensive, very big ones, and they all died. So anyway, off I go to get some scissors and get them to have some water. They all been laid like that, so I can count how many, and I'm going to start now digging the hole. So basically what I've done is I just want to make sure that it was like an equal level mountain from afar as well. So now I'm going to move it again, plant them, try to make sure that they are level and up high, step on it, and then I will put the compost. This is just on the side. I have to obviously do the other two sides. You can see I have got the first row done. They are sort of like level, if you look from afar, and they are raised from the ground. So that was very important. I'm gonna water it now, put some more soil, and then I will put the compost. And I think we should be giving them a really good start. And we hope eventually they go all the way up to here, so you shouldn't be able to see inside the working garden. And it is all done. So you can see that it is raised. I put all compost around it. And this is the other side. We're going to divide the orchard with the working gardens. And so eventually, when it all grows very high and tall, if it doesn't die, it will be a lovely, all of these, it will hide the house, and then you will just see the greenhouse, which will be very nice. So I'm just gonna water it all, and then I have to do a bit more planting, but that will be me done, and it's the end of the day. But I think it's been a really great day of work. So would you believe that after all that work, all of that use dies? Now you can see behind me that was it's been a disaster. The hedging planted. I contacted the nursery because I asked, like, why has them all failed, when I know, I mean, we have got loads more that we know how to plant them to kind of make sure that they succeed. So
The next set of hedges are going in. Dante was loving the robot, aren't you? Hey, so happy with the robot?
we didn't really, like, we've been very unlucky with use.
No, we've been very unlucky with hedges in general on this garden. It's just, I don't know, it's just such a weird site, and they just really struggle. So we don't understand why. So new parts. I've already explained it before you say new parts. Well, we were having potted rather than bare root because we got the ones over there, and these are the only hedges that we've ever planted in this house that have survived. So we're hoping that happened the same here as well. Now I really want to make these hedges survive, and the wind is just battering them. So I'm going to put a wind barrier on the other side here. So I'm going to go to the store and pick up some more of these posts because we don't have any more. And hopefully, because you see these are moving, which is not good for the root system. And I also might put some canes in to hold them in place as well. These have to survive. I want to make this lovely walled garden around the working garden. Now I can't wait for our life when we don't actually have a van and we don't need one, but it's coming so useful over the past year. So I'm using the van to go and get the stakes to try and repair the hedging around the working garden. It's really important that they establish well over the first year, and we think there's a little bit of movement in the roots and they don't like, I think I called it wind rock. So I'm going to get some more stakes, and I'm going to put a wind barrier on the other side as well, so it's trapped between two wind barriers, so hopefully we don't move it at all. No, they don't have them. They don't have them in stock. So I don't have a plan B, so I'm going to have to think now where to get the stakes from. At home, I wasted 2 hours of my life because I had to go to their other branch, which was like 40 minutes away. But I just wanted to get this done today, so I went to get it. So I've got them. I'm gonna get going now, and I hope it'll help them. Fingers crossed. So this is a wind barrier. The wind still comes through, but less powerfully. That's really bad English. It comes through as not as strong. So it's not like putting an entire wall up. And what I've done is I've installed canes as well. I might have to do a voiceover because you won't be able to hear this. But I've installed canes as well to give it even more support. And also this should protect from the muntjacs eating it as well. So let's just hope that will keep it alive for the next couple of years until he establishes. Coming up on next week's episode,
This is actually really complex.
the onions are insane. It's lying to me.
Because there's no communication. I am a lot more methodical than Dean.